All right. Hello, hello, hello. How do you guys do? Happy Sunday slash Saturday. Happy weekend. If you can hear me, if you can see me, let me know. Say hello, make some noise. I'm going to take you guys through my $1 million business plan. So this is like how I plan, organize, schedule my content, my events, how I reverse engineer the entire thing from top to bottom. This is what I followed to do 1.1 mil revenue last year. I'm still pretty much following the exact same system, and this year we're already over $1 million revenue in the first 6 months, which is nowhere near my goal for the year. My goal for this year was actually 5 mil, which we'll probably do around two. So it's significantly less than what my goal was for this year, which sometimes is part of business. Sometimes we set big goals and we do not hit them, but I'm going to take you guys through the entire strategy and the system to put into place so that you can create more momentum, create more flow in your business, right? Business operates to rhythm and it has a heartbeat. Your business is like this living, breathing thing. It has all of these pieces and components that come together. And the more that you can create rhythm to things and you can have flow and system to the way that different parts of the business operate, then the more you can create like this synergy with the whole living, breathing thing that helps you to create more momentum and more flow and get more done in less time or more efficiently, or to outsource, to automate things so that you can take on more and grow faster and all that good stuff. And so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to take you guys through it. I'm going to show you, but just make some noise. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. I'm going to do a screen share. So if you can see this, it's probably showing the page that is on Facebook, but I'm going to share this first. So I'm going to take you through the business plan, and I'm going to take you through the content schedule and how I do it all. But first you kind of need to understand the business model, right? And I'm going to tell you something that most business coaches will not tell you, because they're all just trying to sell you on their way, and they're trying to sell you on their strategy. And that's cool. If you're aligned with my way and my strategy and the way that we do things, amazing. Come and work with us and we'll show you how to do it. But if not, also, like, there is a lot of ways that you can build business, and most people are so zoomed in on the small strategies and the small puzzle pieces. Like, they're focusing on the platform, whether the platform is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, a community, a group, whatever. They're focusing on the small things, or they're focusing on, do I do a webinar? Do I do a workshop? Do I do a challenge? Do I do two-step sales process? They're like focusing on all these little pieces and strategies, and they don't get the big picture, right? And the big picture is that you have a business model, right? And it can be put together in different ways. So down here at the beginning of the business model, we have our Facebook community. For us, this is where we build community. This is how we nurture leads. This is how we generate leads, right? The community that you're in right now, the $1 Million Groups community, this is where we have our hub situated for our free organic content. But that could be, for some people, that could be a podcast. For some people, that could be a YouTube channel. Now, it's not that I do think that Facebook groups are better than many strategies to get off the ground. But, like, put all bias aside, because there are people who have succeeded with other platforms and not this, and vice versa. If you put all of that aside, it's just where are you building your community, right? Is number one. Where are you building your community? Then from that point, then you need to have a sales bridge. So for us, the sales bridge is what we call small and mighty events. And these are 5-day challenges or workshops, but they're run with just a small group of people. There's not a lot of tech, there's not a lot of automation. It really focuses on connection, right? Because the deeper the connection, the higher the conversion. And that is a sales bridge that takes them from the community, the free community, to then your core offer. And where people get stuck is they're fussing over Instagram, Facebook, this or that, challenge, webinar, this or that. And then they keep changing their core offer from membership to low ticket to high ticket to selling this to selling, like, they're chopping and changing all these things, and they're not looking at the big picture. And the big picture is that you need to understand that you need to have a clear business model in place, which means, where are you building your community? So for us, it's a Facebook group. This is where we're building our community. Then what is your sales bridge? And most business coaches will be selling you on one of these things. Like I am selling you on using a Facebook group. Other coaches will be selling you on doing webinars or automated funnels or whatever, right? Like then you need a sales bridge, and then the sales bridge is going to take them to your core offer. At the beginning, when you're getting things off of the ground, this is all you need is 3 steps. Now, most people aren't going to hit $1 million with just the core offer. Usually there'll be a back end, high end offer too, but it is really just this clear ladder, 1, 2, 3 steps that you're moving them through. Where people get stuck is they try to add in too many layers too soon, right? Like if you're not at $1 million or multiple millions of dollars, then you really shouldn't be adding in extra layers to the funnel and extra offers at the front end and all these things, because what you're doing is you're just creating like you're down regulating your ability to create momentum and throughput. So the goal is always just to move everyone from one step to the next step to the next step. And if you have a clear process on how you're doing that, then you can start to systemize and automate and scale and create momentum. But if you're trying to do too many things at once, then it's like it's going to fall flat. And so this is what the business model looks like. Once you're clear on what your business model looks like, then you can come over here and you can plan. And I'll show you guys, I can show you my plan for this year. This year the goal was $5 million, and we are not on we are not on track for that. But I plan it the same way. This year is an example of like 150K, but it's planned the same way if you're aiming for 5 million as well. So basically, what you want to know is you want to know how many of your sales events are you going to do in the year? And then what are your KPIs and what are your targets for those sales events? So if you have a front end offer and a back end offer, you will have a KPI for how many people you want to come into your core offer, and then a KPI for how many you want to ascend to the high end offer. So let's just look at this as an example, right? Registrations for challenge, these are small numbers. Registrations for challenge 10. Now, since there's small numbers, there's only 10 people, steep connection, higher conversion, the show rate, the goal is 80%. My personal goal for a challenge is 40%. It's not 80% because we have more people. We have 100 people coming to the event, right? But for 10 people, 80% show rate is the goal. And then out of that, the goal is that we would book 8 to 10 of them on a call. So we would have a phone call with them before the challenge, confirm that they're a good fit for the challenge, that they want to do the challenge. And most of them are also going to book the follow-up call afterwards. And then here it says sales made 2. Now, really, these numbers could be like, it could be 5 calls and 3 sales. It's not going to be exactly like this. Most people who are watching this, right, should be able to convert about 3 out of 10. Most people should be able to convert 3 out of 10 people into their program. But most people watching this also don't have a ton of data to accurately set these KPIs. We have years of data of running events to be able to go, okay, based on our data, I think we can aim for a stretch of this show rate, and we can aim for this percentage phone calls booked, and we know that we close at 50%. Like we have the data. I know that, over a 6 month period, I'm pretty much always going to close at 50% for the sales call. So we can then plan based on data. Most people watching this, you don't really have that much data. And so instead of stressing about if you're hitting your numbers exactly, because then people get so fixated on it and they feel like they're failing and that it gets in their head, right? And they have all this issue. Instead of just stressing about whether you're hitting the KPIs, what you should be focused on is just the consistency of running your events. So let's say you plan out your quarter here, March, April, May. You have your quarter here. The way that I'm going to plan my quarter is that I'm going to plan in my events first. So I'm going to plan to do an event every 3 to 4 weeks. It depends on what your schedule is, right? So you got maybe 10 or 20 people per event every 3 to 4 weeks. I'm going to plan that into my schedule first before I plan anything else into my schedule. And my goal is just to be consistent with that. That's it, right? The goal is every single week, month, quarter, I am just turning up and I'm going through the motions and the rhythm of putting this system into place and doing it consistently. I probably have two events in the last 6 months that I have run that I felt like I crushed and I was so stoked about. Like, yes, I freaking crushed that event. It went so well. I hit the numbers. Everything was amazing. Two in 6 months that I felt like that. But I've done my events every single month, so I haven't missed it. And then at the end of 6 months, we've done over $1 million revenue. Now, I'm not saying you're going to go from zero to $1 million, but what I'm saying is that your efforts are compounding, and too many people are fixating on trying to refine to the point of perfection, like get the messaging perfect and get the hook perfect and the event perfect. And all of that is great, right? Like we want to refine and improve what we're doing, but we put so much weight on refining at the beginning, and that's the wrong way to do it. At the beginning, you just want to get the system in place and you just want to get the momentum going and you just want to create the rhythm to doing this. And then you want to refine and perfect it later. And so if you just focus on just running that event every 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, whatever it is, it might be 6 weeks for some of you if you have, kids or a lot going on, but whatever that rhythm is for you, you just put that rhythm in place and you're consistently running that sales event. Then you can go back, right, into your weekly plan and go, well, what's my focus for this week? And then you can start to plan out on a daily basis, well, what content are you posting? Right? Where are you going live or what are you working on this week? And you can plan out what you're focusing on each day. And then you can just get up each day and open it up and go, what am I working on? And this right here is the only document that is open on my computer every day. So this is my version, right? This is my actual version of that. This is what I've done this week. Not a whole lot because I was away at the snow for my birthday, so we still did work this week, but not a whole lot. But we have this open. I have this open, and every day I just get up and I go, what am I doing? So I'm doing this live. Perfect. Okay, I can mark it off and say I did the live. It's green. And then every week we have a focus. And this is quite messy, like probably a lot to look at because this is 6 months worth of work for me. Everyone's trying to get everything done instantly, but if you just have one key focus for the week, every week there's one key focus. And if at the end of the week I can tick it off and say, yes, I actually got that thing implemented. I got the book written. I got the event done. I filled the event. I prepped, I created that new training. I got my ads created. I launched my ads, whatever. Like every week you just do that one thing and you just focus on getting that one needle moving thing done every single week. In 6 months' time, you are going to be amazed at how far forward you've moved because the reality is that the day to day of creating success, it's really not that exciting. It's not exciting. It's actually quite boring, guys. Like, write this down. Business is not the place to meet your needs for variety. Like, it's consistency. It's monotonous. It's boring. Tony Robbins has been doing UPW for how long? Like, how long has Tony Robbins been doing UPW for? And it's not like, oh, well, I'm bored of UPW. I might not do it this week. I might just go do something whole new. No, like, business is boring, it's repetitive, it's monotonous. And so if you can really just get this system and this habit in place of like, okay, cool, every single month I'm going to run my event. Every single week before the event, I'm focusing on filling it. Every week before that, this is my systems week. So that week I'm building out my training program or my portal, right? And you just create this rhythm to the way that you turn up and work on a week to week, month to month basis. In 6 months' time, you're going to be amazed at how much momentum you create in your business if you actually just stick to that. And so, if you guys don't have this, I've given it out so many times. You can just comment business plan and I will give it to you and you can use it to plan your content, your schedule, your events. And if you aren't signed up for the group growth challenge and you want to come to the next group growth challenge to get a ton of leads into a group, you can comment challenge for that. But I really just wanted to share this because everyone's just we put so much energy into fussing over what is the best this and the best that. And then we get all fixated like we're changing our banner 50 damn times and our profile picture 50 times and we're changing the name of that group and then we keep going back and forth on the messaging and the program and we're trying to perfect all these things. And that's not the thing that's going to get you to $1 million. Like once you're at $1 million, cool, then you can start looking at how can I really optimize? How can I really dial in this messaging to be like something so, ridiculously good, stand out, amazing, cool. But at the beginning, it is just pure consistency, right? Pure consistency and energy that's going to get you to where you want to go, and just doing that same shit over and over and over. If you grow your group every damn day, you nurture those leads every damn day, and then every month you run a sales event. Like for us, it's a smaller money event, but for you, whatever the sales event is, every damn month you run a sales event, and you do that for a whole year straight. A whole goddamn 12 months. You can't not grow. You can't not get better. Versus just going back and forth, chopping and changing, trying to get the messaging perfect, and it's going to change 50 times anyway. And so I hope this was helpful. If you want the business plan, just comment business plan. If you want to come to challenge, just comment challenge, and we'll have some fun and we'll get you guys some leads. But otherwise, I hope that you'll have an amazing week. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you when I see ya. Bye.